Welcome to Mapleton Online's Virtual Enrollment Fair. Mapleton Online serves students from kindergarten through 12th grade. I'm Gail Dunlap, your director, and it is my pleasure to introduce our program and our staff today. With me is Lene Smith, our assistant director, and Rob Cook, who teaches high school social studies. We're here to share our program and to make sure that we're answering all of your questions that come up throughout the program. We refer to our school as the MOST. We added the term support team because we know it takes a team to ensure that our students, your children, are successful in this program. The support team includes Mapleton Online staff members, parents, guardians, and most importantly, our students. Our hope is to provide a distance learning program that is just as close as your living room. We focus on building strong technology skills, exploration learning, and project-based activities. Students here at Mapleton Online are actively engaged in their learning throughout the day. We offer Synchronous, which is live teaching instruction, along with optional asynchronous independent activities throughout the week. Our daily learning schedule starts at 9 a.m. and goes till 3 p.m. with a common lunch period. Each day starts with announcements, advisory time, and welcome circle. Our students' social and emotional skills are just as important to us as academics. Many of our parents have chosen Mapleton Online to help their children focus on academics instead of the negative peer influence and distractions in a brick and mortar building. Although our environment does help eliminate some outside distractions, our staff is focused on cultivating positive, collaborative classroom communities. I've asked Shannon Black, our kindergarten teacher, to take a minute to explain to you our primary years program.
Hi, my name is Shannon Black and welcome to my virtual classroom. I teach our primary year students, which are our youngest learners, ages 5 to 7 years old. And I just wanted to share what I love about teaching at Mapleton Online. I really love that Mapleton Online gives the structure to create a really tight-knit and caring classroom community, as well as the flexibility to have fun, student-led, project-based learning. I have been able to do so many more things that are just a little bit more challenging to do in the classroom. And so to see these little kids create these amazing ideas and bring them to life has just been so inspiring. And you know, these little friends who are just 5, 6, 7 years old, they grow so much because of this caring community built up of friends, family, and educators rooting for them, both online and at home. I think that's really what makes us special as Mapleton Online, is being able to create this new type of community that is both so innovative and so supportive, and a lot of fun too. So we hope you come join us at Mapleton Online. See you soon.
Shannon's energy and compassion are shared by her whole primary team. Please meet Jane Wilson, our 5th grade teacher, as she describes why she likes teaching at Mapleton Online.
I'm Jane Wilson, and I teach 5th grade at Mapleton Online. I absolutely love teaching at Mapleton Online because the students are amazing, and we create a wonderful classroom community where everyone feels welcome and all of the students are kind and caring and supportive to one another. Also, I get to know each student really well, and I can help them with their individual learning needs. We have a great time doing experiments and projects, reading great books, playing interactive educational games together, and I am so proud of all of my students for the growth and the learning they've done this year from the comfort of their own home. I highly recommend Mapleton Online for the safe, relaxed, and yet rigorous and very supportive learning environment we provide. And I hope you can join us next year.
I'm sure right now all of you want to join Jane's room. She just has that love and energy that our kids need. Ashley Holt, our middle school math teacher, would like to share with you how the middle school team has created a wonderful culture.
Hello, my name is Ashley Holt, and I work here at Mapleton Online as the middle school math teacher. I'm here to tell you why Mapleton Online would be a great choice for a variety of learners. Our goal is to provide a safe environment so that kids can attend in a rigorous and engaging classroom setting. Our focus is creating a partnership with your family so that we can build healthy, confident, and successful students. The students in this program refuel my passion daily because they come and they have their cameras on and they have these smiling faces, and I get the unique opportunity to be a part of their life in a different way, teaching them skills on how to interact online and with their peers and still provide a social environment. And it allows me to build unique relationships with them outside of the classroom because we have more time where we can really connect, and they can send me chats or we can video call. And so we're able to really take care of the whole child and really focus on making sure every part of their life they feel confident and successful. The children are just their smiling faces and how supportive they are of each other is a unique experience. The love and the support that they show each other and they show teachers and back and forth, we create a really solid team. Children are the future, and we are providing a school and giving them a chance to follow all the dreams of their heart. I sincerely hope that you join our family next year and see what you won't be disappointed.
Middle school teachers have a very special gift, and we've been blessed with 4 very talented teachers who are excited to serve your kids next year. We have many talented teachers on our high school team, making sure each student is meeting all the state credit guidelines and still has an interactive high school experience. Monica Johnson, our post-secondary coach and your main expert throughout your high schoolers' experience, has shared a video for you.
My name is Monica Johnson. I am the post-secondary options coach for the high school students at Mapleton Online. My favorite thing about Mapleton Online is the community that we've created over the past 2 years. Our teachers are there constantly working to create awesome academic opportunities for our students and to create a community with our students, and our students are meeting them where they're at by engaging in those classes and engaging in that community in a way that I never thought would be possible virtually, but here we are, and it's wonderful. We also get the best of both worlds. We get to have our online classes and our online opportunities, but we also get to participate with all the in-person opportunities that our district offers, like sports and music and ROTC. So that's really great for our high school students who are working to build a resume. Students who would be best for Mapleton Online are those who are willing and ready to come in and be self-starters and be able to motivate themselves to do the work. Those who are excited to learn how to do the technology that's going to be necessary to participate in Mapleton Online, and who are ready to work hard and do well in school, because we are going to offer that opportunity for you. I hope to see you at Mapleton Online next year. Have a great day.
Monica is always available to meet with both students and parents to help guide through these critical years. Mapleton Online has made it a priority to guarantee that all students have equal access to a rigorous learning opportunity. We have a strong special education team and expert ELL teachers. Here's a clip of Molly explaining why she supports our second language learners.
Hello, my name is Molly Prince, and I am the English Language Learner Specialist at Mapleton Online. At Mapleton Online, we have a diverse student body, including multilingual students who are at different places in their learning of English. Multilingual kids have the same school day as everyone else, the only difference being that, depending on their level of English, they may have a 30-minute small group in which they receive extra instruction and practice with the English language, including higher level academic language that they will need for school. In addition, teachers meet behind the scenes to collaborate and work to meet the individual needs of different students. At Mapleton Online, teachers are eager to go the extra mile for their students and happy to answer questions and help. The students who do well at Mapleton Online have a quiet place where they can work, excellent attendance, and a certain amount of independence when it comes to completing work. At online school, the teamwork between teachers and parents is especially important. Most students, and especially our youngest, need some parent help and supervision with their school routine. Mapleton Online teachers excel at getting to know each student as an individual and are committed to providing a high-quality education.
Molly couldn't have said that better about our staff excelling, and I hope you get the opportunity to meet each of them. Our support team meets with students before school and after school, along with doing some push-in and small group services and classes throughout the day to meet all of our individual needs. Over the past few years, many students have written to us thanking their teachers for their dedication and excellence. A few of my favorite statements are, I used to hate school. I never liked it. I would get good grades, but it was very stressful. That is, until I got Miss Garrison as my teacher for this year. She made me enjoy school and get motivated for schoolwork. Sure, sometimes I don't feel like going to school, but then I remember I can go and do all my today's work and accomplish something. She has taught me so much these past few months, whether it was for science or just plain life tips. She has really helped me with my grades. Since you've already heard from Miss Black, you'll understand why one of her students had this to say. I would like to tell you about my favorite teacher, Mrs. Black. I'm in kindergarten, and I was scared on my first day of school, and Mrs. Black made me feel good and happy. Mrs. Black has taught me my letters and how to read. I did not know many of my letters before I started school. I liked doing math with Mrs. Black and playing math games. She has made kindergarten fun and exciting. I thought kindergarten would be scary and boring. As we've heard many of the teachers say, our staff is exceptional, and it's one thing for us to say it. Now, Lene, will you give our students and parents, will you show the slide that helps them explain what they think?
Hi, everyone. Like Gail mentioned earlier, I am the Assistant Director at Mapleton Online, and I am excited to share with you a couple testimonials. We have one from a student that we will share. We have another one from a parent. You are always welcome. This will be on our website, so you are always welcome to go through and watch other videos that we add. The first testimonial I will share with you is from an 11th grade student.
My name is Kyla Smith. I'm a junior at Mapleton Online. I chose to go to Mapleton Online my sophomore year of high school. I chose it because I feel like I would have learned better on an online school compared to a in-person school. I always felt like in-person schools were just not the right option for me because I'm a more independent person. I work better on my own pace by myself, and I feel like online school is a perfect opportunity to do that. I have excelled extremely well my sophomore and junior years of high school going to Mapleton Online. There is so much freedom and so much independency that comes with online learning, and it was an amazing opportunity for me. I've never done better. I highly recommend Mapleton Online to any student who thinks that they are a more independent learner, who thinks that they do well by themselves and at their own pace. And I think that Mapleton Online is the perfect school to achieve that.
As you can see, this 11th grade student really thrives at Mapleton Online, and Mapleton as a district prides themselves on having choice for students, and it's wonderful to hear all the success stories that we have specifically to Mapleton Online. Our next video is from a parent.
My son Stuart Parsons is currently enrolled as a 10th grader at Mapleton Online, and we chose Mapleton Online because we wanted him to have an experience where he could be online, but also have live instruction from a teacher who would be available to him in case he had any questions, and so that he could collaborate with other kids his age and not just be staring at a screen all day long. So far, he is having a very positive experience, and we are very happy.
Mapleton Online has not only supported our students in a unique way, but we've also been able to really support families as a whole and providing to them with what works best for them in our community. And since being a K through 12 school, it's wonderful for some of our families to have all of their students at our online school. So now I will send this to Gail to finish up on the rest of our slides.
Thank you, Lene. As we stated earlier, we offer distance learning as close as your living room. Successful students online are organized, self-directed, independent learners, but also have strong family support and encouragement. And I think as you listen to different teachers, you heard that throughout their presentations too. We have students who need alternative schedules. Some need extra support or custom learning plans. And we, when we see that, we unite together to write a plan that meets their needs to provide their learning goals and engagement throughout the year. As in all of our Mapleton public schools, our students have the unique opportunity to unite together through sports, performing arts, and many different extracurricular activities. Middle school and high school students at Mapleton Online are encouraged to join these activities to help them stay connected to their community. Even though we're online, it is still one of our goals to connect our staff and our students. Next year, we plan on providing in-person opportunities such as field trips, science experiments, and different extracurricular academic supports. Lene put together an easy slide for you. So if you want to learn more about our program, you can just scan in and go directly to our website. We have several other testimonials. We have some information about each of our teachers and their expertise. But if you're ready now to go ahead and enroll with Mapleton Online, you can scan the QR for that, and it'll take you directly to enrollment. Make sure you enroll in your first two choices as soon as possible, as we are already starting to fill up. And we want to make sure that we are planning our teachers at every school to meet the needs of our enrollment. So it helps us to know early on where you want to go. It is now time for us to answer some of your questions. I will probably call on Lene and Rob to help with some of these questions. Let me look at them for a second. Here's a really good one. Do high school students at Mapleton Online have to do community service? Rob, will you speak to that one?
high school students, not just at Mapleton Online, but in the Mapleton School District, have to complete 40 hours of community service. One of the things with COVID that we've managed to figure out is there are online opportunities for students to complete community service as well.
Thank you, Rob. Another question. Will the lunches remain aligned with all the grades taking lunch at the same time next year? Do students have concurrent enrollment opportunities with local colleges? I'm going to answer the lunch question, and then I'm going to turn it back over to Rob again on the concurrent enrollment. Yes, at Mapleton Online, we have a common lunchtime that will stay part of our schedule next year. Because I know if I were a parent and I had 3 different kids in our program, I would not want to serve cafeteria style throughout 3 different times. So everybody from kindergarten through 12th grade have the same common lunch period to help families out that way. Rob, will you answer the question on concurrent enrollment? Maybe explain what that is too.
Sure. Concurrent enrollment is when our high school students who are higher achieving and ready to take more rigorous classes, they take classes at the Front Range of Community College. We have a pretty close relationship with them. And yes, our students, as well as students throughout our district, take classes both here in school and at a college. The really good thing about that is that students get support from their high school teachers while they're taking college classes, so they get that extra layer of support that helps them be successful.
Lene, this question isn't up there, but I get asked it a lot. Do we have anything to help students who are struggling? Any tutoring or extracurricular times?
Great question, Ms. Dunlap. We do offer a tutoring program. It's through the Gary Foundation, and we offer tutoring after school 3 days a week. This is done remotely still, so they do not have to come into the building to do this tutoring. Kindergarten through 3rd grade is reading, and 4th through 7th grade is math. So they have that opportunity to extend their learning after school with trained tutors. One big benefit that we have with working with the Gary Foundation is the tutors work closely with your student's classroom teacher to make sure that what they are working on throughout the day in the classroom is extended after school.
Thank you. Another question, can students get individual help from a teacher?
I can answer that.
Great.
You know, we have time that's built into our schedule purposely before school starts and after school starts to our after school stops for us to work individually with students. Often we'll set appointments to work anywhere from 15 minutes to a couple hours with some students if they really need it. The individual portion of the online school, I think, is something that really makes us unique versus other schools where they may not get that individual attention from their teachers.
Lene, we hear a lot of talk about synchronous versus asynchronous instruction. Can you help clarify those 2 terms and what makes Mapleton Online unique that other online programs probably don't have?
Absolutely. So like Ms. Dunlap said, you probably heard the terms, these last couple years of synchronous and asynchronous. So asynchronous is when things are at students' own pace. So that's when, they can log in on the weekend and do work or, work through the night. Synchronous is when there is a scheduled live time throughout the day that your students have with a teacher. So Mapleton Online prides themselves in having synchronous instruction. So we start at our start time for the day, and when we end at the end of the day, your child is with a live teacher throughout that entire time. This really helps us give great feedback throughout the day to students. It helps our teachers be a lot more responsive and take students' answers and questions and really embed it within the lesson throughout the day. So things aren't just recorded, for your children all day. They're actually working with a live teacher. It's not just the teacher and student relationship, it's also student to student. So being synchronous, we have the opportunity for our students to really build relationships and work side by side virtually with their peers in their classroom.
Thank you. Rob, what other, just a quick minute or two, what else do you think that we have versus an in-building program?
Well, versus in-building programs, I think the thing that we have that, I think some of the other in-building programs may struggle with is because of the nature of the online environment, students feel safer. They just do. And, it's nothing against the online school or the in-person schools. It's just the nature of the online environment. One thing that we do have additionally that I don't know we've talked about is we have some clubs after school. And, that provides an excellent opportunity for students to socialize with each other. One of the things that's often talked about is how if you go to the online school, you don't get that social opportunity. I don't think that's true here. If students want it, it's there for them.
That's a great point. They have it within our building and they can still join all the district activities too. So it's, I think Monica said it's kind of the best of both worlds that way. We're going to wrap up our conversation. If we don't, if you have another question, go ahead and throw it in, and I think we have time for one or two more questions. Thank you everyone for showing up tonight. It's been my pleasure to talk about our program. It definitely gives us some time to celebrate our staff and our students. Oh, yep, we do have another question here, and it talks about what equipment do parents need to purchase for school? As a district, we do provide all the technology that's needed. We have Chromebooks and iPads. If there's internet that's needed, we can help with hotspots. We also have a lot of hands-on material. Lene, you want to talk quickly about some of our materials that we hand out at the beginning of the year for students?
Absolutely. So being a K through 12 school, really we have primary materials, intermediate materials, middle school materials, and high school materials. So if you have a child that is attending any of those grade levels and a sibling with them, they may receive different materials than their sibling does, because we really try to narrow it to the academic level of what they're working at. Some teachers even come in over the summer and prepare little work kits for students, especially our science teachers. They really like them to have hands-on materials. One thing being online, we love having, all of our assignments online, and things are graded quickly and feedback is able to be given really quickly online, but we still find it important that students are, still doing paper to pencil work. So we make sure that, of course, every student has technology that's needed, that's provided through the district, but we also make sure that everyone has just so simple materials that you would in a classroom. So a notebook, colored pencils, paper, any of those materials, we make sure that we provide to all of our students.
Great, thank you. Thank you again for everyone for joining us. Please feel free to call us if you have more questions. You can keep adding questions to this list and we'll go through and answer them later on too. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you, Lene and Rob, for being with us.
Take care.